A $10 billion aircraft carrier is a masterpiece of engineering, but without a microscopic 50-cent silicon chip to regulate its navigation systems, it is reduced to 100,000 tons of stranded steel. For centuries, global power was a calculation of landmass and the size of a standing military. The nation with the most territory dictated the terms of international trade. That model is failing. Today, we see the rise of asymmetric strategy, where a state can inflict massive damage on a rival through unconventional, non-military means, bypassing the need for a traditional invasion. Modern empires secure power by identifying and controlling the specific nodes in a global network, the choke points where critical technology and trade must pass. Without mapping these invisible bottlenecks, the underlying mechanics of modern global friction remain impossible to track. Physical geography remains the primary foundation. The modern economy depends on a highly concentrated shipping network. Massive cargo volumes are forced through narrow gaps, like the Strait of Malacca or Hormuz, where thousands of routes compress into a few miles of water. A nation that controls these specific maritime corridors has the leverage to stall global commerce. They can effectively freeze international trade without ever engaging in a kinetic battle. This is weaponized interdependence. In this framework, traditional artillery is replaced by economic tools like export bans, targeted tariffs, and strategic blockades. When a trade route is weaponized, individual assets like this tanker find themselves isolated, unable to reach their destination or unload their cargo. While the continents haven't moved, the realization that blocking a small strait is more effective than bombing a city has changed the way states prepare for conflict. Physical trade routes are only half of the story. A second, equally intense conflict is playing out on a microscopic scale within the digital supply chain. Modern hardware requires specific raw materials. Dominance over the extraction of rare earth minerals creates the first major technological bottleneck. However, raw materials are only valuable if they can be refined and engineered. The specialized ability to fabricate semiconductors has become a prerequisite for modern national security. This capability is concentrated in a few highly specialized nodes. In this facility in Taiwan, the world's most critical microchips are manufactured at a scale no other site can match. By implementing a technological embargo, a state can deny a rival access to these advanced chips, instantly stalling their development of stealth aircraft, of artificial intelligence, and advanced guidance systems. Monopolizing these complex resources and manufacturing processes provides a strategic advantage that is both more efficient and less costly than territorial conquest. We have entered a multipolar world, where power is no longer centralized in one or two capitals, but scattered across these various networks. This creates a unique form of leverage. A geographically tiny nation that controls one vital technological node can now exert more influence than a massive country with a sprawling army. The frontier of strategic competition has moved away from distant, uninhabited border zones. The outcomes of these maneuvers dictate the availability of your smartphone, the pricing of your car, and the security of your home network. These global dependencies mean our daily routines are directly tethered to the vulnerabilities of the supply chains and choke points currently under dispute. Which do you think is more vulnerable in the next decade, the physical shipping lanes or the digital supply chain? Share your thoughts in the comments, and for a deeper look at the tech war, watch our follow-up video here.